Hello, how are we today? I'm so excited to have you here today in Miss B's Book Nook. And today we're going to read one of my absolute favorite books. And the name of the book is Giraffes Can't Dance. So come on in and read along with me. Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad. Because when it came to dancing, he was really very, very bad. The warthogs started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons, they teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerard, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless and I feel like such a clod." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing around. Look at him, he's starting to feel the rhythm. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing," Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle. We must be in a dream. Gerald, the best dancer that we've ever seen." "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Wow, this is such a wonderful, wonderful story about how Gerald learns to dance, right? And it teaches us that sometimes things take time, right? And we need to find things in our own way. Now, I want to know, how do you think Gerald felt when he didn't know how to dance yet. How do you think that made him feel when he saw all the other animals dancing and he didn't know how to dance yet? Come on over.
I think that that they maybe he just like needed to like feel his own tune.
Feel his own tune, right? So we saw all the other animals dancing, and he thought to himself, okay, I don't know how to dance like they dance, but maybe I need to take a little bit of time to myself and find my own tune. Right. Something that makes him feel good. And what did he do? That's exactly what he did. He took some time by himself and he was able to find his own tune and dance in his own way. And they said it was the most amazing thing that they ever saw. Wow, so that's a real big lesson in life, right? That we can take a little bit of time and see and find our own tune to things. Yes, okay, thank you so much for sharing today.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, thank you so much for coming to Miss B's Book Nook today. And I had a really great time reading you this story, and I hope to see you soon. Bye, friends.